Hello, I'm James from the Baking Chemist. We are a home business specializing in our Scotch butter cookies. We use only the choicest ingredients without coloring or preservatives. Today, I will share with you our recipe for making our Chinese New Year peanut cookies. Let's start with the ingredients that we use for these cookies. We'll be using 176 grams of freshly roasted peanuts for better taste, 88 grams of all-purpose flour, 59 grams of icing sugar, 44 grams of rice flour, and 100 grams of the Scotch butter. To make the Scotch butter, you will need 250 grams of pure butter. Put it into a pot. And turn on the heat. Allow the butter to slowly melt. You can use high heat to initially melt the butter. Once the butter is melted, turn the flame to medium and allow the butter to boil. You've got to be very careful when you're doing this Scotch butter because overheating will cause the butter to burn. And once it's burned, you have to throw it away. You will leave a bitter aftertaste if the butter is burnt. Once the butter has melted, you've got to continuously stir so that the solids don't settle to the bottom. Because once the solids settle to the bottom, it will burn. Here you've got to be very gentle and patient when you're doing this. So when it's boiling, the water is actually evaporating off from the butter, leaving only the oil and the milk solids. Once the butter stops boiling, yes, you will start to foam. That becomes very critical, and you've got to do it very slowly and at very low fire. Because at this point, when the butter the milk solids turn golden brown, you'll turn black very fast. As you can see, it's starting to foam already. And at this point, you can also smell the fragrance of the Scotch butter. As you can see now, the butter has turned golden brown. You can't really see the brown bits. Okay. I will transfer it into the bowl so you can see clearly. You want to see the golden brown bits at the bottom of the pan. The 250 grams of pure butter that we put in just now, okay, we will be able to give you 200 grams of this Scotch butter. Can you see the golden brown bits that we have at the bottom of the bowl? So this is how the brown butter, the Scotch butter will look like, right? As you can see, it is golden brown, right? Do not allow it to turn black. Once it turns black, you have to throw it all away. So we allow this to cool down. When we make our peanut cookies, we only need 100 grams of this. Now that the Scotch butter is sufficiently cooled down, we'll be using only 100 grams of the Scotch butter that we prepared earlier. We will be using freshly roasted peanuts. I will recommend that you roast it freshly because the store-bought peanuts normally may not be very fresh. But if you want good quality peanuts, make it yourself, right? Okay. So let's start by putting the peanuts into our food processor with our flour, icing sugar, and rice flour. And we'll start processing it. Okay. The peanuts are a little bit coarse, right? So it depends on whether you want crunchy peanut cookies or you want fine peanut cookies. If you want fine peanut cookies, process it a little bit longer, depending on your desired texture that you want. In this case, I prefer my cookies a bit crunchy, so this is about right. We have bits of peanuts. Okay, now that we have blended to the consistency that we wanted, we transfer it to a mixing bowl. Now we pour the Scotch butter. Make sure it's well mixed so that we get the brown bits into the bowl. Let's not waste the brown bits because that's where the flavor is. Now mix the butter into the flour. Until the flour is well mixed in the dough. At this stage, you can use your hands to mix it well. Now that the flour is all well mixed, take a small bit of the dough, roll it into a ball. Okay? If the ball doesn't stick to your hand, it means that it's ready to be rested in the fridge. Okay? Let's put this in the fridge, let it rest for 1 hour for the flavors to develop. Now that the dough is fully rested for 1 hour, let's prepare the egg wash. With 1 egg yolk, put in 1 teaspoon of water and mix well. Okay, let's set it aside and prepare the dough. Weigh about 8 grams. Roll it into a ball and place it onto the tray. Now that we're done with the shaping of the peanut balls, get a chopstick and make a hole at the top of the peanut. So the next step is to put an egg wash into the hole of the peanut ball. So with another chopstick, put 1 drop of the egg wash into the hole. The egg wash is to make the peanut look more pretty, so that when you eat, you'll enjoy it better. Okay, now it's done. We can now put it into the oven. In the preheated oven at 180 degrees, put the tray in the middle rack for 12 to 15 minutes. Okay, the cookies are now freshly out from the oven. Now, depending on your oven that you have, you may take 12 to 15 minutes. One way to see whether it's done or not is by looking at the egg yolk. The egg yolk is golden brown and the base of the cookie is brownish. The cookies are ready. Allow the cookies to cool for at least 30 minutes before you transfer it onto your cooling rack. These are freshly made peanut cookies, and I hope you have a chance to try them, and I believe that you will enjoy these cookies very much. In the event that you are unable to make these cookies You can purchase them at our website or on Instagram page, the Baking Chemist. And I look forward to seeing you again. And I wish you a happy Chinese New Year. 恭喜发财!